Bit of a different video today, guys. This is all about the stuff I take away when I go shooting. Whether it's a day, a week, a month or a year. And I'd love to go away for a year. So I just wanted to show you, this is the bag that I use. This is the Osprey Porter 30. And I'll get into that in a minute. And I also take this little sort of sling bag as well, which is my day pack. But all this stuff actually fits in that Porter, and I'll show you what I take. So I try to travel really light, and I'm getting better over the years. So straight away I take 2 pairs of shorts. One's for swimming and one's just for casual day wear. I take 4 t-shirts, and they're all sort of similar colours, so when I do a wash it's not too bad. I take 4 pairs of socks and 4 pairs of undies. Trust me, there's 4 pairs there. I also take these things, and these are long johns. And I know it seems pretty crazy to take long johns into Asia where the temperatures are, you know, 30 plus. It's night time where it matters. Some of those rooms you just can't get that aircon down enough, and if you turn it off it's too hot. So I do take these just in case I get freezing throughout the night. And you know, there's not much there. Like, there's not much space taken up. I also take 2 sarongs. If I do go swimming and there's no towel, I'll take one of those down to the beach. And of course if you do temples, you need a sarong, and they take up no space at all. What's next? Obviously my passport, wallet. I use a purse. I've found over the years this is far better than taking a wallet. You tend to not lose stuff out of it. I always take a pencil and a pen, and of course my phone and my glasses. Coming over here, my toiletries. Well, I can't live without my electronic toothbrush. It's just a must. That has to come with me. Some Visine, some Olay, and there's some headache tabs, and of course some 50 plus sun cream. And this all goes into this little bag. I generally, when I land somewhere, I just buy toothpaste and whatever else I need, and then chuck it at the end of the trip. There's no need to take it forward, whether that's going back home to Australia or to the next destination. That's what I edit on. It's my MacBook Pro 15-inch. I think that's a 2000 and maybe 2016. It's pretty old, but it works. And of course that's the power adapter for the toothbrush, headphones, iPhone, power cable, and obviously there's the power adapter for the laptop. I also take 2 power adapters. I've got to buy a new one of these, but I'm sort of stuck with this one at the moment. I really find this USB port very handy. Although you can get into trouble with this. Some of the power points are so low on the floor it won't get in. As far as camera goes, I'm actually shooting on my Canon G-X7 Mark II, which I can't show you, but trust me, it's tiny. I do take a backup camera, and this is the Sony FD3000, I think it's called. Sony FDR 3000. My opinion, this is probably one of the best cameras out there. It does have some faults though, which I'll get to in another video. Obviously USB, power lead. This is obviously the charger for the camera, for the Canon, and I take 4 batteries. There's 1 in this camera, and obviously there's 3 spare. Hard drives, I've got a solid state drive, that's 500 gig, and I've just got a normal spinning drive. I think that's a terabyte. So I back up here and I edit on that. And all this electronic stuff fits in this little porta brace bag. So that is all the stuff I take when I go away. And I'm very happy and comfortable. I've never run out, and I wash every 4th day, whether it's in my room or I get someone to do it. Now when I do travel, I wear a pair of jeans and also a t-shirt and all that sort of stuff, obviously. So that's another change of clothes. And I also have a jacket that I take with me. So I'm going to put this in the Osprey, and you can see how it all fits in there. Actually, no, before I do that, let's have a look at the Osprey. I was debating about this bag a long time ago, whether I should get the Osprey 30 or the 35, and I'm so glad that I actually got this Osprey. This bag is tiny. It fits overhead, so the 30 can actually be taken on the plane and put in the overhead. And that's a big reason why I got this bag. I'm trying to be minimalistic in what I take, and the ability to get off the plane straight through customs and to my hotel or a com is a really big bonus for me, and this bag allows me to do it. And you'd be surprised just how much you can fit in this bag. So I'm going to try and shoot this one-handed. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. So the Osprey, what can I say about it? I think I'll put a link in the description. I bought it from a place called Paddy's in Sydney, Australia. I think this cost me $178. It's not cheap, but anyway, you need a good bag. So first of all, there is a front pouch, right, that you can put all your sort of stuff in here, like pens, I don't know, little bits and pieces in here, and some other stuff there. You know, there's plenty of room. This is what I like. You can also put your passport. Let me just grab that. Here we go. So that's very handy. You put your passport in there and all your other stuff. You could even put your wallet in there. And there is stacks of room. Like, that really folds out. There's also another pouch. Let me spin this around. There's also another pouch on the front that you could have, I don't know, you know, let's just say you need to have your headache tablets and some cream, and that's another great pouch which sits right on the front of the bag. I generally don't put my passport in there. In actual fact, I never put my passport in here. I put it somewhere else. Let's moving into the main part of the bag. I have to put the camera down, just hang on a sec. Okay, it's a bit hard to shoot and everything one-handed. So this is the body, the main compartment of the 30. It goes right down in there. I normally put a set of thongs or sandals in there. And sorry, I didn't actually have it in this pack. Actually, you know what I normally do? I normally buy a pair wherever I go and chuck them at the end. They only cost $5, so it's not a huge expense. So yeah, so this is the main body, and you can really fit a lot in here, and it really bulks out if you want to. So what can I put in here, just so you know? Okay, so this is a 15-inch laptop. It doesn't go in this compartment. There's another place at the back. That's to give you an idea of how wide it is. And you know, you can really squeeze a lot in here. On the side, you've got zippable little pouches, which are very handy. You know, you might want to put, you know, your toiletries in there. That's normally what I do. And on the other side, you have another zippable pouch as well. You know, you might want to put your cream and all that sort of stuff in there. What else can I tell you about that? That's really about it. There is another front pouch, which is at the very front of the bag. When the bag stands up, I find that very handy if I need to get, you know, I might have stuff like that I need to pardon me, to get at. And you really put a lot in there, tissues, whatever you need. I mean, you know, you could even put few t-shirts in there. Alright, let's have a look at this compartment. This is one of the big reasons why I purchased this bag, and it's this compartment. So this compartment is where you put your laptop, and it also has another zippable, I don't know if I can get the camera in there, it also has another zippable little pouch in there, which I find really handy to put all your documents, so it's really locked away. And let me just grab my laptop, and that just goes in there, and still there's more room. I can put a sarong in there as well if you need to. This section here, let me take that out. Now, this is another big reason why I got this bag. When I travel, when I'm walking through airports or whatever, I hold the bag like that, or on this handle. I don't wear it as a backpack. I just don't need to. I'm not walking far. I'm either catching a taxi or tuk-tuk or whatever to my comm. So the great thing about this is it does have, if I can get it out, I've got it all locked up. There is facilities, as you can see here, to wear it to wear it as a backpack, which is awesome. So if you do need to, walk a long distance and you can't carry it, you can actually put it on your back. And the side flaps, if I can get one out, it's hard to do this one-handed, as I say. Just hang on a sec. Okay, as I was saying, it has your waist strap. Obviously both sides, so you can strap that around your waist. But in all the bags that I've ever used, I've always cut these off. They do my head in. And this is probably one of the first bags where you can actually fold them in, inside of here, never to be seen again. I love it. There's not much more that I can tell you about this bag, other than it's very light itself. I'm not too sure how much it weighs. Gee, you'd be lucky if that's a kilo. It could be. It's very strong, very durable material. As you can see, it's in really good nick. And the reason is because it travels with me. It doesn't go under the plane. What I will do is pack the bag and just show you exactly what it's like when all this stuff goes in. Looks like a lot of stuff, but there's not. So let me pack the Osprey and see how we go. Because I travel so light, I don't need to roll all my clothes. I'm sure if I rolled them, I could get more in. So I've got my four t-shirts, 2 pairs of shorts. There's my socks. There's my undies. There's those long johns. Seems funny. Still going, 2 sarongs. I'm just chucking it in. Right. So there we go. And I've got this other stuff here, which I'll put in its bag. And then I'll put it in the main compartment. So all my toiletries are now in this bag. I just chuck that in there. As you can see, I don't really worry too much how it gets packed. All my electronics, hard drives, power lead for my laptops, all in there. That goes in there. These things, I normally just sort of shove like that. And that's it, apart from my laptop. And of course, if I can do it one-handed, I try and do it one-handed. There you go, laptop's in. And that's it. This other stuff, all this other stuff here, I'll put into my carry-on bag. And that's it. I'll do this up just so you can see how much room we've got. Well, there she blows, fully locked and loaded. I still have a stack of room. I can fit so much more in this bag, and it will probably still go in your overhead. It's quite amazing. So we'll just zip her up, if I can, one-handed. Oh, it's not going to go, I've caught there. And also have these compression straps, so just give us a sec and I'll tie these up and I'll show you how the bag looks when you sort of compress it down a bit more. So there we go. That is fully loaded. That's locked with the compression straps. You can still get into the top pouch if you need to. I don't, sorry, into the main compartment. That's awesome. You can still get into this other compartment, and there's also another compartment if you needed to put stuff in there. So it's a great thing about this bag, you can get access to it so easily. So if they do want you to strip your bag when you go through customs or whatever, it's so easy to do. As I say, I normally hold it like that, or I normally hold it that way. It's friggin' awesome. It really is, for me, the best solution to travel light. And I don't go without. I don't go without clothes. I don't go without anything. And there's still a lot of room in this bag. You know, it's quite amazing. Now, all this other stuff will go in my little shoulder sling bag. I bought this for $15 at Soybecow Markets and Patio. And this has been travelling now for 3 months. And it's going pretty good. There is a slight hiccup with a zip. And I was just too quick one day trying to zip it up. But in here, you got, yet again, there's just pockets galore. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I normally sort of put my passport right in the hardest place for someone to get, which is there. And that's my day bag. I can get a bottle of water or 2 bottles in there quite easily. And that, combined with the 30, is all I need. What a great combo. Just before we go, this is the camera that I shoot everything on. This is the Canon G7X Mark II. This is my second one, and I absolutely love this little camera. Although, I'm looking forward to the next generation, the Mark III, and there's also a G7 Mark II coming out, which I think I'll grab that, and I think that's coming out in the next month or 2. But yeah, so that's it. I travel very, very basic. I don't need all the camera gear, and I will do another video to show you the choices that I have with cameras and why I choose this one over everything else. Alright, thanks for watching guys. Until next time, I'll catch you later.